Hello everybody, I'm Sam with Team the Dragon Team here today. And welcome to another episode of Mad Dragon Wednesday, where each and every single Wednesday, for the most part, we take a look at an interesting deck involving the dragon typing and play a game or two with it. Sometimes these decks can actually be somewhat competitive. Other times, no, not so much. These are just mostly fun decks. And other times, these decks are just so bad, you'd be mad to play them in an actual competitive scene. Hence the name Mad Dragon Wednesday. And before I continue, I want to let everyone know who's just joining the gang or is a new player, these decks are not really all that good decks. These are not decks to be proven to be good. If you're just getting into the game or looking for a really good deck to play with, this is not the deck for you. Or any deck on Mad Dragon would say for that matter. Or at the very least, they're not proven to be good. So if you're just looking, these decks are mostly just for those people who are just looking for something just to mess around with, or people who are casuals just looking for a fun deck. These are the kind of decks I make. Just fun, random bad decks, just fun decks. Anyway, going into it today, we have Kingdra Magnezone. Kingdra is a card from Fate's Collide that I've already looked into a little bit. It's been 2 or 3 different videos already, but we're going to look at it once again with Magnezone this time. Magnezone has the ability magnetic circuit, and almost a year ago now, around the winter season, it was actually pretty good, or at least it did somewhat well in a couple cities, but other than that, it didn't really do that well because of so many item lock. Though hopefully with item lock being kind of phased out, maybe this deck could, I don't know, be kind of good since Trevenant and Vileplume are no longer going to be huge things. So hopefully this deck can, prove that it can be, you can hang in there with every other good deck right now. Especially since, a lot of the big decks people are talking about are Volcanion and Volcanion, Greninja, and Sceptile. And I like to think this deck has a decent matchup against all those decks for the most part. So, anyway, just rambling, let's talk a little bit more about the deck. Kingdra, for those of you guys who do not know, this deck does 30 more damage for each basic lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. So, for a single water. And about 3 or 4 lightning, we can start maybe knocking out big Pokemon. We only have 2 water. I think maybe we should bump it up to 3 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I added a... Actually, I don't have a Professor's Letter. I probably should add that, but oh well. This is the list for now. We have a 4-1-3 line, of course. It's very typical and standard for you if you're playing this many non-EX. If you're playing this many, it's very typical if you play this kind of line for stage 2. We're playing only 3 rare candidates. I feel like I should be playing 4. But I'm only playing 3 for now. Maybe you could take out a card or 2 for it. We're also playing 3 Raikou, because it's pretty good. It's pretty much the main attacker of the deck. But with Kindra's mostly just support. But, it's a dragon, so we're going to include it on today's video. It's a very standard, very basic idea, and the kind of deck's just, mostly just revolves around that, and just kind of simple and straightforward. 4 Sycamore, 3 and 2 licensed standard supporter line. Play 1 Fisherman, playing 2 Clements because getting all our lightning is very important. And we're playing 2 Bridget as well. Just 1 Bridget, just so we can get a couple Magnemite out if we need it. I don't know if I still want to play it, but I think it's pretty good for now. We're also playing 2 Fighting Fury Belt for Kingdra to last longer, along with Raikou. So make it hard for them to one-shot. You could also play, something like Assault Vest or something else instead if you wanted to. And also I wanted to talk about one more thing. I'm also currently listening to a playlist of trap for no copyright sounds, so check them out. They're pretty good. And yeah. So that's pretty much the deck idea. We've also played straight with 2 Floatstones for Magnezone because he has such a heavy retreat cost. But that's basically the idea of the deck. I don't know if this thing will ever be too competitive. You probably could tweak a bit more if you wanted to, but that's the general idea of this deck. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Sam with Team the Dragon Team here today. And, welcome back to Mad Dragon Wednesday. And we're playing, of course, Kingdra Magnetic Raikou. And, yeah. So we're going to be going first And we don't really have that good of a start, but we do like to go first. Once again, I'm using no copyright sounds. I'm currently using, I believe, the Trap playlist. So go check them out. It's free music without having to worry about those darn copyrights that YouTube just loves to give out. So I'm gonna put Raikou here. Pretty good start. Pretty good start. Let's see. I'm probably just gonna start things off. Maybe attach an energy per turn. And I think we're just gonna attach per turn. And call it a day with that. Did we get anything else? Oh, we can get another one of these. And yeah, I think we're just happy with passing. Pretty good start. Not gonna lie. So yeah, gonna just evolve its Magnezone and just retreat. So one of the things you could add to this deck is a 1/1 Octillery, but I decided against that just because I didn't really feel like you needed to, especially since you have N. Back when you only had Judge and Ace Trainer and stuff like that, I would recommend doing that because that's the options you had available. So looks like opponent is playing a Vileplume line, which is not exactly something I'm very much looking forward to. Hopefully my opponent misses it, but based on what my opponent has, I doubt it. So opponent's going to get another Zorua in play. Opponent's going to get Trainer's Mail. Gonna get a Float Stone. Probably gonna put the Float Stone, I would assume, on the Vileplume or the Zoroark. Yeah, the Zoroark there. That's just better thing to do. Opponent's probably going to get another Shaman. I would have to assume my opponent has some kind of one of the lines from the Vileplume line. I would assume, or support of some kind in there. My opponent has yet to get the Stadium out. And speaking of Vileplume Evolved, so this deck, I actually did an interview with a guy who did pretty well at States with this. I think he topped 8. I think it was Austin Vance who topped 8 with this actual deck. So he did a really good list. So if you're curious about this deck, it should be in the description below, but no promises. At least I'll try to have it in the description below. So I'm not really going to bother trying to get that, I guess. Actually, hold on. I'm going to try to get a Trainer's Mail. Good for an Ultra Ball. So I can get a Magnezone out this turn. But it seems like we were not able to do that. So, it's unfortunate, but at the very least, my opponent only got so many energy in play. We don't have a Magnezone out just yet, which is unfortunate, but we should be fine. Our opponent evolves into a Gloom. That turn was not as good as I'd like it to be, but if we can top deck a Magnezone, we should be fine. Of course, that implies that we top deck a Magnezone, so that's going to be a little tough for us to do. But on the right side, we're one-shotting this Raikou this turn. Yeah, I know the tool doesn't really matter that much, but we'll put it down there anyway, because if my opponent decides to tackle something else, it makes it harder for it to knock out. My opponent's going to do 100 damage, I believe. Which, it is what it is, but... I think I should have probably tried to get another Magnemite anyway, but I didn't really want to help my opponent's attack anymore. I'm not going to my opponent regardless this next turn, though. Again, if I can top deck an Ultra Ball, I think I'll be fine. I don't think my opponent has another supporter, based on how long my opponent's taking. I think my opponent does have a supporter, but just doesn't know what to do. Probably a Lysander. Probably not a draw supporter, I'm guessing. Opponent uses Lysander? Oh, he just brings up the... Oh, okay, that makes sense. I see what he just wanted to... I see why he did that. Might as well just get at least one. I'll get two, actually. I do have an energy retrieval. Thunderlance. I should have... I don't know. I think maybe we should have just level ball for another Magnemite. Because I'm not going to be able to evolve into a Magnezone at this point. This is going to be really tough for me. Hopefully, oh man, Raikou can hold on for another couple turns, but I doubt it. Yeah, Vileplume's in play. If I can top deck a Lysander, that actually will knock out the Vileplume. And at this point in the game, my opponent will not have a way to get another one out, I would assume. Opponent has yet to find a way to not draw another double colorless energy. Opponent's already gotten two. My opponent may have another one, or at the very least has a dark energy of some kind, so I'm kind of curious when my opponent decides to sack here. I am taking a prize here, no matter what, though. That's... Okay, opponent puts there. That's kind of curious. So what does my opponent decide to sack? I would assume the Zorua. I'm assuming the Zorua. Kind of curious why my opponent decided to do the 10 damage in the first place. I think my opponent just wanted to get two prizes off the board, I guess. It's possible it could have been a misclick. That's what I'm guessing. Kinda don't want to put it down, to be honest. So I now have an extra turn to power that thing up, which is great. So my opponent decided to give away two prizes. I mean, that's great for me, but at the same time, I'm not kind of opponent out of it just yet. Opponent puts down the stadium, finally. Someone's going to be hitting me for... bench Pokemon or just in Pokemon play? Bench Pokemon. 70 damage. So he's doing 50 to me. Which, we've already discussed, does not hurt. I could Sycamore, or I could try to get some for sure energy. I'm gonna get 2 energy for sure. I just want to go for the energy. Yeah, opponent just gives up. Like, I'm one-shotting everything he has in play. And there's nothing you really can do at that point. So we pretty much beat this deck in the pack of Raikou alone. So you don't even need Kingdra. Kindra's just more to be beefier against certain other things. To be honest. But, you know what? Let's go into another match. Well, welcome back. She looks like a sad Super Saiyan. For anyone who's wondering the way the face comes off, my face is rather unattractive right now, basically. I don't want to, give you guys too many details, but yeah. So far, we are in the lead. So far, I think we're going first, yeah. Another thing you could add to this deck is Jolteon, but since Pokemon Ranger's the thing, I don't really think it's that big of a deal, or that big of a, that really good right now.
Oh my god, you don't have your webcam on. Dude.
Alright, so I'm going first. Let's see what I want to do. I kind of just want to hold on to this hand because how good this hand is right now. I think I'll actually do that. I'll just straight up Ultra Ball for a Magnemite. And Task per turn? Pass! Sorry, nah. Sorry about that, my little sister's in the room. Water went down the front pipe. Yeah, I really need to get a do not disturb sign when I'm recording.
Yeah, like I pay much attention to it. It'd be a waste of your money.
So anyway, I wanted to use Professor Sycamore after getting out the Yama and getting a Combi on the DC on a Combi. So opponent's probably playing some kind of Vileplume variant. I would assume there's a Vileplume in this deck with all the grass Pokemon out here already, though. Same time, I wouldn't be too surprised either. Just glad that my opponent didn't get it out. I also probably should just be a secret for Sycamore, just in case he did have that. Whatever. Alright, opponent's gonna Battle Professor, 50 Battle Commission away. Alright. Yeah. Wow, he already got rid of the. Oh yeah, because he has Reviolate, so he doesn't mind getting rid of all that stuff, because he kind of actually wants to. Opponent has a pretty explosive turn 1 thus far. Hopefully I can get a bunch of Pokemon and stuff like that during my turn, so. I need to get a bunch of lightning energy this turn, so that'd be great, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I get Big Storm for 20, though I'd rather not. Opponent gets another Combi out. Puts it down on the bench. I would assume my opponent's going to be put. Yep, another Shaman. Draw 4. Kind of curious. Well, my opponent just needs to find his stadium. I would assume at this point that's what he's trying to do. Or she. That's what she's trying to do. Opponent got rid of another Battle Crystal, Battle Crystal in the deck. Opponent just passed. Ugh. That tells me that my opponent had nothing. So I'm going to use Energy Retrieval now. Magnetic Circuit on there. Gonna use Professor Sycamore, draw till I have 7. Attach return. That I'm gonna put this down here. So opponent just doesn't see me playing Vital Map for all in this deck, which is fine, I guess. Gonna Magnetics. Use Magnetic Circuit again. Put another energy there. And I'll use Dragon Tail for 150. Draw 1 prize card. Draw an Escape Rope. I have a pretty good start. I have a pretty good head right now. What to do now? So, how many Pokemon does my opponent have in this card pile? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. Opponent has 10 different Pokemon in this card pile, it seems. Wants to use Lysander, just going to straight up kill my Magnezone. I honestly should have put it down to Magnify, but I didn't really think of opponent. Okay, already lost track. Let's see. 3, 6, 8. Oh, that's 140. That's the exact damage he needs. Ugh. Might as well level ball right now, try to get another Magnemite out. I have 2 Magnemites out right now, so he can't really attack me. I guess it's better than having a Magneton out, because then he could just Lysander it again. So I have a PTCGO, which is great, so I can just straight up Sycamore again. I would love to top deck an Ultra Ball. Really should play for Hair Candy. It's so bad at this game. So opponent has 10 Pokemon in the discard pile. I already took in 2 prizes. Pretty good prize lead. It's going to take a lot from opponent to knock me out here. So 3, 7, 10, 11, doing 130. Evolves into Vespiquen. Now, I'm probably just going to try to want to get more Pokemon on my turn to use, but that's Muscle Man. And yeah, I'm probably just going to want to get more energy on something this turn. That was a wonderful top deck. I cannot tell you how lucky that top deck was. Like, for real. Downside is it doesn't have a Floatstone on it, but I'm going to put another Raikou on the bench. I don't think I think I probably should. Just go straight up Sycamore because I do want to knock this thing out. And I'm just gonna hold on to this while I just Dragon Tail for the knockout. Be able to respond again, hopefully next turn, but my opponent more than likely will end me. One, 2, 3, 4, 8, 11, 13. Now down to 11. Home probably plays like 4 Revitalizer, I guess, at this point. Home will be able to knock me out regardless with whatever Pokemon he so chooses. Kind of curious to see if he actually does try to knock out my Magnezone once again. Opponent's going to use VS Secret for Lysander. Okay, for a minute I thought was going to use Lysander. No opponent is going to use Ann. Going to assume opponent is going to try to hope that I just don't draw into what I need. I do have a Shaman in the deck. That's wonderful to know. Alright. 2 rare candy are gone. So is one of my energy retrieval. So essentially I'm going to need to draw to 2 energy this turn. Opponent retreats to Yanmega because it can attack for free, obviously. Opponent has used 1 DCE. So opponent still has plenty of DCE to spare. Once you use the final Revitalizer, get another Yanmega and that. Kind of surprised my opponent never got the break. I feel like my opponent should have got the break because, you know, it makes it harder for me to one-shot. Makes you have to put like an extra energy or 2 on it. So I feel like that's a bit of a misplay. That's just my opinion though, so. So I have that. Clamont, that's a wonderful. That's all my lightning energy left in the deck, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, so one of them is prized. Three. Get the bare minimum there. Thunder Lance for the knockout. Oh yeah, it's weak to lightning. I completely oh, that's why he didn't do that. I forgot that he's weak to lightning. I'm bad at this game, like I said before, so. I do have another water energy in the deck. I also need to play more energy retrieval, it seems. And just maybe boost more energy in general. Think changes that could be made to this deck to make it better. I don't think I need to play 2 Clamont. I would honestly probably just take out the Clamont for a second energy retrieval. Clamont's great, but I only play 9, so it doesn't really worth it. I guess, in my opinion, at that point. I just need to get a Lysander, really, and another energy. Like, another energy will just get me the game. The biggest problem right now is the fact I am running out of energy. That... oh... oh, that actually just... so I'm going to Ultra Ball away Rare Candy and Raikou since I don't need those guys anymore. For a Magnezone. Just in case he decides to Lysander and kill it. So I'm going to Thunder Lance one more time. Opponent doesn't end me. That's game. I have another energy up in deck, so that makes it so I can Clamont for 1 energy if I need to. But yeah, this deck gaining Clamont just makes it a lot better. I mean, I wouldn't say a lot better, but significantly better to the point where I feel like this deck is a lot more competitive now with it. I think I've won. Like, my opponent's best bet at this point, in my opinion, would be Lysander Stall. Opponent finally promotes a Pokemon. Also, while I'm at it, I just want to... Oh. Wow. I should just take it with that, I guess. Just because I can, really. Dang, my opponent just didn't do anything the last couple of games. If I had to guess, maybe my opponent just didn't have... Either didn't have anything to do, or my opponent just wasn't there. That would explain a lot if my opponent wasn't there. Opponent was just lagged out. That could be the reason why I won. But regardless, I feel like I still, even if my opponent, that was the case, I feel like I still would have had a really good game anyway. I feel like I would have won regardless if my opponent was still there playing. So there's that. And for anyone who's wondering why I haven't been streaming as of late, who watches my streams on Twitch, I just haven't really been able to. On Monday and Tuesday, my face was hurting to the point where talking for extended periods of time was uncomfortable, so I didn't want to do that. The reason why I didn't do today is because the internet just wasn't working. I'll try again tomorrow. I mean, I will try again tomorrow, but no promises. No promises that'll work, and I'm kind of disappointed. Like, I really do enjoy streaming a lot. So, anyway, please like, subscribe. I hope you guys liked today's video. Hope you guys liked today's deck. Maybe you can, let me know if there's any changes you would personally make to the deck. Please let me know what you thought of today's video. Please like, subscribe, all the silly stuff. Follow me everywhere you can. And I shall see you guys hopefully. Check out no copyright sounds, and I shall see you guys hopefully next time.